Hey, this is Thurston White right here, and I am super excited to share this information with you. I want to talk to you today about passing your life and annuities test. I'm in the state of Virginia, so I'm going to share my experience with the life and annuities test in the state of Virginia. And so, a tidbit of news is that now, since June the 1st, 2020, I think they redid it where you had to score a 90. You have to score a 90 to actually pass the test. So, make sure you studied up, take this advice serious. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Give me a thumbs down if you don't. Please hit that subscribe button and let's go. This is what I did. I was challenged to take the test. I like helping people. I like pouring into people's lives. So a guy says, you know what? You want to change lives. You want to be out there helping people, Thurston? Get your life and annuities license so you can help save families, help people prepare for the end of times. And I'm an asset protection specialist, APS, asset protection specialist. So what I do is I help families protect their real estate in retirement. So when I took the test, my mother was in the hospital, and I went to stay with her. I went to go to the hospital with her, so I just sat there for 4 days, or was it 3 days? However long I was there, I studied, and I took the test that following day as we left the hospital, and boom, I got licensed. My tricks to studying. I went on to WebCE. Now again, WebCE, and I signed up for the course. Whoever sends you to the course, you enter their email address and you'll get a discount code to get a discount on the rate. And after that, I just selected the course, select the state, and went to the questions. They say, whoa, it's a course, it's a study guide. I went to the questions first. Go to the questions first. Take the test, pull up the test, don't answer any questions. Listen, do not answer any questions. Just hit grade exam. Grade exam, and then hit review answers. And you look at the answers, it's going to say you got all of them wrong. Of course you got them wrong. You didn't answer any questions. But what you want to do is start familiarizing yourself with the questions, with how the questions go. So I went through the exam 3-4 times. I think it's 105 questions like that. And just look at it. Read the question, look at the right answer. 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 I did that for a while, over and over and over again. Familiarizing yourself with the terminology, with the lingo, familiarizing yourself with what questions aren't right, because a lot of times the answers to the questions are in the question. It's a hint in the question that shows you which one is the correct answer. So that's number one. Then you go back and you start reading, going through the exam courses, going through chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, going through it. But I want you to keep flipping to the exam, take the exam, grade the exam, take the exam, grade the exam. Do this for 3 days. For 3 days, I want you to take the exam, grade the exam, and review the questions. Take the exam, grade the exam, review the questions. I don't want you to actually select the answers, right? Because all I want you to do is running through it, getting it in your mind, getting it in your mind, getting it in your mind. On the 4th day, after you've been doing the exam questions over and over and over and over, and you have been reading and studying a little bit in your free time, but I don't want the reading and studying to be your major focus yet. Bear with me on this. I'm going to take you somewhere. Don't let the reading and studying be your major focus. Just check out those answers over and over and over. On the 4th day, I want you to take the exam. Actually take it. Actually sit back and answer the questions and see where you're at. All right, so you probably still have an F at this point. Unless you got a pretty good memory, you'll still have an F. But I want you to understand that whatever that number score is, whether it's a 62, 53, 68, you will never get that grade again. You're going to constantly build upon that, because now, after you've taken it, I want you to review the wrong answers, the incorrect answers, and look at them real intently, real slowly. Look at them, see the ones you got wrong, and promise yourself one thing, that you will never miss those answers again. You'll never miss those questions again. Then do a little of your studying, of course, and retake the exam. And slowly, as you keep doing this, you're going to work, your number is going to get worked up. It's going to work up from a 50 to a 60 to a 70 to a 74. And it's going to slowly go up and up and up. And you will have a passing grade because you've become familiar with the questions. It is important to read the state law section, the federal law section, and be familiarized with the concepts of what's going on, life and annuities, the contracts, who's on the side, the state law and the regulations and the commissioner, what they do. And understand, it's going to be a lot of questions about timelines. Percentage wise, it's going to be a lot of questions about time. But percentage wise, the majority of the questions on days, like how many days something happened, if you select, it's going to be one time, it's going to be 10 days. One day will be, I think, 14 days for one situation, but the majority of the rest of them will be 30 days. So focus on the 30-day answers to those day questions. Rule out the ones that's not, and everything else will be 30 days, and percentage wise, you will pass. The last tip is, now that you're comfortable, now that you've reviewed the questions so much and you studied the dialogue, enough to be familiar with the concept of what's going on, I want you to take the exam again. Take the exam, and when you get like an 80, something like that, I want you to write every question you got wrong down, because now you're in a critical moment. You should be in day 4, day 5. Write every question you got wrong down. I don't care you shorthanded or something, doodle it, but write the question down. Promise yourself you'll never get those questions wrong again. Go take the exam again. Check all the questions. See what you got wrong. Bring your grade up till you can consistently pass it at a high level. Okay? Consistently pass it at a high level. And the very next day, the most important decision, the most important choice that you have to make is register and take the exam. Register and take the exam immediately. Immediately. Don't take a day off. Don't take 2 days off. Register and take the exam immediately. And I want you to review the questions prior to going in. Review the questions, review the questions, review the questions. Be familiar with the material. Walk in there confident with a clear mind. Smile. Sit down. Don't second guess yourself. Click, 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 click. Any question that you don't know, instinctively or intuitively, whatever you want to call it, if you don't know it, just skip it. You can come back to it later, because I want you to work off of the questions that you know first before you start worrying about the ones you don't know. If you know it, click. You know it, click. You know it, click. You know it, click. You don't know it, skip it. You don't know it, skip it. You know it, click. You know it, answer it. After you've done all that, go back to the ones that you skipped, all right? And these are going to be the important questions. Take your time. But once you decide what the answer to the question is, don't change it. Because let's go with your first choice. You've studied, you've been prepared, you're ready for this. That's how you're going to pass your life and annuities exam. And you get out here in the field with me and help people. We can change lives. We can help others protect their real estate, help people protect their retirement, help them protect their assets, help them plan for their final expense. Help them. You're going to become a servant, okay? But first, you must serve. All right, I hope you learned something from this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We'll be dropping a lot of knowledge on these subjects and topics, and let's grow together. All right, thank y'all. Peace.